Minister Anand Prasad demands retraction. Apology from journalist Leroy Smith over false, malicious article. Minister within the Ministry of Local Government and Regional Development, Anand Prasad, has formally demanded a retraction and apology from journalist Leroy Smith following the publication of an article that Minister Prasad's attorney describes as false and malicious. The request, outlined in a letter dated October 14, 2024, was issued by attorney-at-law Sanjeev Datadin on behalf of Minister Prasad. The contested article, published on Smith's news website, Big Smith Newswatch, is titled Text Messages Forwarded by Minister Exposes Plot to Have Soku Target, Top Cop and Brutus. The article claims that Minister Prasad was involved in a conspiracy against Assistant Commissioner of Police Calvin Brutus and Commissioner of Police Clifton Hicken. The allegations have since been widely shared on social media platforms, including Facebook and WhatsApp. In the letter, Datadin categorically denied the allegations made against the minister, describing them as baseless and misleading. "Your allegation is utterly false and without merit," Datadin wrote, noting that Smith did not seek any comments from Minister Prasad before publishing the story. The attorney asserted that the article was part of a broader attempt to spread misinformation about the Guyana Police Force, GPF, and its senior officials. Datadin's letter demanded that Smith issue a clear, unqualified, and unconditional apology and retraction of the article by 1400 hours HRS on October 16, 2024. It emphasized the damage caused to Minister Prasad's professional and personal reputation due to the allegations and highlighted the potential impact on his ability to perform his duties effectively as a public official. "Your false and malicious assertions have caused my client much professional and personal harm and will continue to cause my client harm in his ability to fulfill his public duties and to engage with persons local and internationally," the letter stated. In addition to the retraction and apology, Datadin indicated that Minister Prasad is entitled to compensation for the harm caused, as well as coverage of legal costs. The attorney requested a proposal from Smith regarding damages and costs, along with a draft of the apology. The letter also served as a cautionary notice to Smith, warning that failure to respond satisfactorily by the deadline would lead to legal action. "In the meantime, my client reserves all his rights," Datadin concluded, signaling Minister Prasad's readiness to pursue all legal options to address the matter. Police investigating fatal ATV accident in Cuyuni-Mazaruni region. Police are investigating a fatal accident involving a 37-year-old man, Marlon Davidson, who lost his life on Sunday after losing control of the all-terrain vehicle, ATV, he was operating. The incident occurred around 1725 HRS on the Sandhill Trail in Cuyuni-Mazaruni, Region No. 7. Davidson, who was employed by Hopkinson Mining Security Firm and resided in Pudaroyan, West Bank Demerara, was reportedly traveling east at a high speed along the northern side of the trail when he lost control of the ATV. This led to the vehicle flipping over and pinning him beneath it on the trail surface. As a result of the impact, Davidson sustained multiple injuries. He was found unconscious by public-spirited citizens, who quickly transported him to the Bartica Regional Hospital. Despite their efforts, Davidson was pronounced dead on arrival by medical professionals. Police are continuing their investigations into the circumstances surrounding the incident. Bureau of Statistics to release preliminary report on 2022 census, refutes claims of political interference. News source Guyana reports. The Bureau of Statistics has announced that a preliminary report on the 2022 population and housing census will be released soon, countering allegations of political interference and claims of a population decline in the country. In a statement issued this afternoon, the Bureau clarified that suggestions of delayed publication due to political influence are unfounded. It emphasized that any delays in the release of the 2022 census results are due to a steadfast commitment to maintaining professional diligence amidst the challenges faced during this census round. The Bureau highlighted that delays in census activities are not unique to Guyana. Similar challenges have been reported across the Caribbean, with countries such as Barbados, Grenada, Jamaica, Dominica, and St. Lucia experiencing delays of up to 2 years or more in the release of their census data. The Bureau is dedicated to ensuring appropriate statistical confidence in the accuracy of the census results and is not politically constrained, as suggested by some, the statement read. Addressing rumors of a population decline, the Bureau dispelled claims that the 2022 census shows a decrease from the 746,955 recorded in the 2012 census due to migration. The Bureau assured that the upcoming preliminary report will provide a factual and evidence-based assessment of Guyana's population. As a semi-autonomous agency, the Bureau of Statistics operates under the Statistics Act, 1965, and adheres to the fundamental principles of official statistics, as adopted by the United Nations General Assembly in 2014. The Bureau emphasized that its legal framework and guiding principles ensure its operational independence. Scores of workers at Blairmont Sugar Estate go on strike over pay issues. News source Guyana reports, sugarcane workers at the Blairmont Sugar Estate in Burbus have downed their tools, launching a strike early this morning over demands for additional pay. The strike, involving scores of workers, saw them refusing to report for duty and instead gathering outside the estate gates in large numbers. The workers, who are part of the harvesting unit, are protesting against the lack of additional payment for detrashing, the removal of unwanted leaves and other materials from the sugarcane before it is processed for production. According to the workers, this task requires extra effort and time, yet they have not been compensated accordingly. Both the Guyana Sugar Corporation, GuySuCo, and the Guyana Agricultural and General Workers Union, GAU, have remained tight-lipped on the matter, with no official statements released so far. Opposition spokesman on agriculture and Member of Parliament for Region 5, Vince Roy Jordan, has been closely monitoring the situation. Speaking to News Source this afternoon, MP Jordan explained that the workers are being asked to carry out additional tasks without fair compensation. They would have downed tools, basically, refusing to have to detrash canes and be forced to do excess work based on the orders of the supervisors without being paid for the additional work to get the cane to the standard and quality that the factory would require of it, MP Jordan explained. The workers have communicated their position through their union representatives within GAU, stating that they are not prepared to continue working under the current conditions. Discussions between GuySuCo and union representatives have commenced, with the outcome likely determining whether the strike will extend into another day. President Ali announces additional road construction to improve accessibility in White Water Village. President Dr. Mohammed Irfan Ali has announced the construction of an additional 1-kilometer road in White Water Village, Mabaruma Subdistrict, Region 1. This initiative aims to enhance accessibility for residents and boost the local economy. This new development follows the completion of a 1.2-kilometer concrete road, fulfilling a commitment made by President Ali during a community meeting in May. The upgraded infrastructure addresses challenges faced by residents, especially during the rainy season when the existing roadway becomes muddy and hazardous. The Village Council, with support from the Ministry of Public Works Special Projects Unit, SPU, is overseeing the road construction, which is expected to be completed within 2 months. The ministry is providing technical support, equipment, and materials to ensure the successful execution of the project. During an inspection of the project on Monday, President Ali emphasized the broader economic benefits for the community, noting that approximately 60 skilled concrete road builders will emerge from this initiative. Currently, 50 local residents are employed in the project, gaining valuable skills. This is a real example of building community capacity and investing in communities not only for infrastructure but for people. All of these people now will complete this project with a very good skill that will be in high demand for a number of years to come, President Ali remarked. Minister Kwame McCoy warns against illegal sale of land along Soesdijk-Linden Highway. Minister Kwame McCoy, responsible for public affairs within the office of the Prime Minister, has issued a stern warning regarding the illegal sale of land along the Soesdijk-Linden Highway. This comes after numerous complaints from citizens who reported paying for plots of land without receiving any. During a community meeting at the Hororuni/Yarrowcabra Neighborhood Democratic Council, NDC, on Saturday, Minister McCoy advised residents to be vigilant against fraudulent land sales. He emphasized that only the Ministry of Housing and Water is authorized to manage land sales legally and transparently. If at any point in time, someone comes to you and encourages you to pay for a plot of land, you should record them and bring the evidence to me, and I will ensure that the necessary actions are taken, Minister McCoy asserted. Addressing illegal transactions and development delays. Minister McCoy highlighted that these illegal transactions are allegedly being conducted by residents of communities along the highway, which in turn disrupts official land management processes. He pointed out that such activities hinder the surveying work of the Guyana Lands and Surveys Commission, GLSC, and delay land allocation efforts by the Ministry of Housing and Water. Additionally, they obstruct the government's plans for developing new housing schemes along the highway. This has to stop. We cannot want to have a developed country where the aesthetic is being improved, the lives and conditions of citizens are being transformed, and then we are subscribing to arrangements that deprive us of achieving those things, the minister emphasized. President Ali Commission's reconstructed Northwest Secondary School aims for equitable access to quality education. President Dr. Mohammed Irfan Ali has officially commissioned the newly reconstructed Northwest Secondary School in the Mabaruma Subdistrict, Region 1, providing a state-of-the-art facility designed to enhance educational opportunities for students in the region. The two-story school, which replaces the building destroyed by a fire in September 2021, is equipped to accommodate 575 students. The facility features 23 classrooms, 3 science laboratories, a technical drawing room, 4 canteens, 8 washroom facilities, and 2 modified elevators. The contract for the reconstruction was signed in January 2023, and the new building stands as a testament to the government's commitment to education in the hinterland region. Addressing scores of residents at the commissioning ceremony, President Ali highlighted the government's ongoing investments in the education sector, particularly in Region 1. He emphasized that these efforts aim to ensure that every child in the hinterland has equitable access to quality education, aligning with the government's broader commitment to nationwide educational advancement. Every teacher in the hinterland who is a trained teacher must have the opportunity to become a trained graduate from right where you teach. It is not only an investment in the increases in salaries and benefits, it's an investment in your personal welfare. It's an investment in making you more competent, valuable, and competitive, President Ali stated during his address. Guyana aims for self-sufficiency in hatching egg production within 2 years. Guyana is on track to achieve self-sufficiency in hatching egg production within the next 2 years, as the country's poultry industry continues to modernize and expand. This announcement was made by Minister of Agriculture Zulfikar Mustafa during the launch of a new high-yielding rice variety at Newton Zul, East Coast Demerara on Monday. Minister Mustafa highlighted that this target will be met through the adoption of modern poultry production methods, including the introduction of climate-smart tunnel houses. These state-of-the-art facilities maintain air temperatures within optimal ranges, significantly boosting local production of hatching eggs. As it stands now, we are importing almost 53 million hatching eggs every year. Last year, when we started the venture on our own, we produced 27,000, and for the first half of this year, we produced 94,000, Minister Mustafa noted, emphasizing the potential for further growth. The Guyana Livestock Development Authority, GLDA, will work closely with the private sector to achieve this production milestone. The initiative follows a directive from President Dr. Mohammed Irfan Ali, who allocated funding to support this venture and ensure Guyana's full production of hatching eggs in the near future.